Ladies and gentlemen, even with my minuscule pea brain, inadequate, pathetic understanding of analytical League of Legends, I feel comfortable saying this is one of the wildest nights of the split so far. Spawn, would you agree?
Look, I haven't been this shocked about a best of five since yesterday, to be completely honest with you. I keep going over in my head like how this series is supposed to play out and the current state of League of Legends and how snowbally the game is and how you can put a game on the clock with bottom lane control, and then none of it really just matters at all. Like I'm just left here pondering a philosophical question, which is, why is the team with an early game gold lead not stronger than the other team? And I just can't find an answer to it, to be honest, in this series.
Well, normally we come to these segments and you're meant to give like an analytical approach to it and I guess give them a solution or not necessarily them a solution, but the viewers. But we don't have a solution for losing with a gold lead.
My favorite way that this was put was 3/4 of the way through the last game.
Yep.
Spawn just literally screaming into the microphone, how does the team with less numbers keep winning the fight? which both feels like cogent analysis and also like my mother watching League of Legends. Like it just doesn't compute, gentlemen.
I'm a simple man, Nick. I see a 4v3, I say yes. I see a 3v4, I say no. Now, some members of my team don't even agree with this philosophy, and we're seeing why, because sometimes you are able to pull back these little skirmishes, but that Baron exchange, like Rusty tried to claim it went for 8 minutes. I'm not sure it went for 8 minutes, but it went for a very long time. That was some wild. That's pressure League of Legends, Juve. Sure, you've been in bigger game scenarios than I have. Gold 2 promos, notwithstanding. Haven't played that many big moments in League of Legends, but surely that is just the pressure getting to these players.
Yeah. Once, I think, you know how there's, I don't know how many people are familiar with like MMA or like boxing or something, right? Like you train for something so much, and so if everything that you do in that scenario is just like not a reaction, but it's just muscle memory, right? Yeah. Muscle memory. You're not thinking about every little bit of, you're not thinking about the whole equation before you come to the answer. The answer's just there, right? And I think Baron, and when you come in to get like those clutch situations, it's all muscle memory. Sure, you can think it, you can do stopwatch checks, you can do flash timers, you can do flash checks, but really when it comes down to like how it plays out, sometimes you'll look back and think, I have no idea why we did that. But it's just something you train for all year, and usually it's like not even sometimes it's the team with less numbers that wins because they deal with the pressure far better.
And look, you might not believe, Jubes, that maths goes out the window in big pressure situations, but we have proof in this game that math actually goes out the window. Because Warmogs has a passive on it, Brandon. I don't know if you know about this.
Yeah, I know the passive. I built a fair few Warmogs in my time.
You require 3,000 or more health to access his passive. And a Warmogs was bought this game, and you nearly had a midlife crisis over the item build. You were back on the phone to Riot.
I literally dialed Riot Games head office number and called. No one answered. And then I just went straight to Jake and I said, Jake, like you're playing the Yuumi Olaf composition, the patented Yuumi Olaf composition, which it consists of insane healing, frontline, run people down with the Yuumi ult, right? And something that kind of brought it to fruition was the Spirit Visage because it actually amplifies healing, right? And in that game, not many people had heal cut. The heal cut was picked up quite late by Katsuri. But the Olaf just went for the Warmogs. And the only thing I could think of was like, okay, maybe they don't want Trundle to steal stats. But like, the healing doesn't get stolen. And so the Olaf just bypassed Spirit Visage, said, I'm going straight for the Warmogs. Like, help me out here. Help me. Help you. I know it's like 2 + 2 = 5. It's simple maths, you know?
It's like you play 10 games, you win 9 and I win 5.
Yeah, and that equals 10.
Yeah, exactly. Jake, is the new meta just early game lead means nothing? Is that how this evening and potentially the finals play out?
Yeah, look, I mean, that's obviously what it is, because the team with mid-game composure is winning at the moment. And this last game notwithstanding, because neither of these teams had composure. There was just, there was just disasters happening everywhere on Summoner's Rift, and then the Chiefs won the last disaster. But
Yeah.
what we've seen in this playoff so far is that if you just have more composure in your mid game and you pick your fights, and I say this all the time, we watch the LCK, we watch Europe, we idolize glamorous League of Legends here. But every now and again, you just have to pull up a 10th place LPL VOD and be like, that's the team we actually are deep down inside. Like, we're the team fighting region. Like, our combined kills per minute is the highest in the world. We fight a lot. And like, I would love to pretend that like a gold lead and some fancy macro is going to win this game, but I know Oceanic League of Legends. I've been around the traps for the last 7 years now. Like, whoever picks a better team fight comp and like a little bit more late game damage is probably going to win this one.
Hey, we all want to work in that, penthouse building with the glamorous view over the city, working on that $6 million contract, right? But sometimes you just got to go down to the farm, get on the tractor and do the hard yards, right? That's as simple as that. Hey, the strawberries aren't going to pick themselves, Jake.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, Juice, I'm going to need it thick and fast. And from what I've heard, that describes you to a T. What do Chiefs need to do to win?
I would say the Chiefs, they need to draft something for Claire that gets priority. That's the first thing, right? Claire's had a really good series and a really good game. So I think it's important to get him that. Then I think they draft one of those Aphelios Misfortune. I think actually Chiefs stick to the same draft they've been doing for bot lane, but they use their mid prio and play to bot side. I think that's where they're going to have their success for this series.
And Spawn, Direwolves, how do they take this? How do they make this dream run from being down, and I don't need to remind you again, but contractually I believe I have to, being down 2 games to order last night to potentially heading into the finals?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this story before, and it is really rather simple. Chippies needs to lock in Jax. And people are thinking, what is this moron talking about, right? But I have never seen Chippies lose a big game on Jax. So just pick Jax, and I just want him to plonk himself in the bottom lane from 15 minutes onwards, and I just want him to hit creeps and turrets. And I guarantee the Chiefs will absolutely the bed, and then they will make a mistake somewhere, and Chippies will win the game. That's how it's going down.
I love it. Well, if Chippies can plunk himself with Jax, there you can plunk yourself on our Twitter page at OPL as part of the NeoSurf competition that is running. We need you for the final game of the night to guess the gold, the total gold of all the players in the final game of the evening. The person who gets the number closest to the total is going to win themselves a legendary skin plus 20 masterwork chests and keys, and 4 runners up are going to win themselves a epic skin and 10 masterwork chests and keys. There has to be some sort of situation where I am plugging NeoSurf so much that and this competition that all those winners owe me some sort of masterwork chest and key situation. We'll figure that out after Game 5, because it is Game 5. It is the final OPL game for the evening before we head into the grand final next week. It is Chiefs versus Direwolves, and it is the Macca's Champ Select.
If you're craving the taste of your favourites, head to Macca's for a fast, safe and contactless drive-through experience. For your Macca's run, contact-free, we'll be here.
Back to back best of fives. We've got the music. We are ready to jump into draft. Only one team will be able to make themselves go to the grand finals next week and take on Legacy for all the marbles. Start the music.
And can I just say, whoever gave us the ability to swear button live is a genius.
It's so
And
good.
also, what a big mistake that was when you've got people like Sport who can just control that power. We're in Game 5 here, Skibby. Winner goes to the finals. Winner takes on Legacy. And definitely both of these organizations want to prove the point against those opponents.
Dival sticking with the red side, a side that they feel a lot more comfortable with. The Ornn preference ban will find a lot more merit as a result. Chiefs going to adapt. Not going to go with Claire on the Syndra again. They deny that pick. And Divers will stick to the Akali denial. Being so important here. Now will that be the pick that seals the deal?
Okay, so they've gone for the Aphelios ban, so perhaps the Misfortune is just going to be the first pick priority champion. Looking at Direwolves bans now to see where they're going to go, because Set is usually the mandatory, if that makes sense. They've actually gone for the Jarvan. So if you now prioritize the Set, you'll give over the Misfortune, and then you're looking at a Varus Tahm-Kench in response. So this is why blue side Skimmy is just so incredibly good. Like, it really does limit the options of the opposing side when you're forced into what are known as meta bans, and then you go for target bans instead.
Well, how do Direwolves open up their campaign here? Can't obviously go for the Kalista tag that has been so strong on that second rotation. They're going to start it off here with the Misfortune. It has been what has made Vital really perform in this series. Going to couple that with the Olaf again.
Yeah, so they'll go for the Olaf that's flexible. You may be looking at an Orianna as a third pick for your mid laner as well, depending on what happens here. If it's a Varus Tahm-Kench, then you have an option perhaps to go for like a Bard before the next ban phase. We'll see where they choose to go. But so far, everything going pretty much, even though it's a game 5, you get a lot of inklings as to the way this game and draft is going to play out from the prior 4. So no surprises so far.
Varus locked in here. Another pick once again that Katsuri finds a lot of love to perform on. One that he's played a fair few times in this best of 5 series. And
How do you not vibe to this, man?
Tahm-Kench.
It's so distracting.
It is too good, honestly.
You want to talk about game 5 and you sit there, it's a bomb. This thing slaps,
I'm just like,
man.
let's go, let's draft, let's make this happen. LeBlanc is locked on in. You can't ban everything. And Chiefs are starting to get everything.
Yeah, waiting to see what the response will actually be here from the Direwolves side. So Chiefs, once again, they've adapted towards a mid laner in their first 3. This has been consistent. You can see the immediate response here from the Direwolves. That's interesting, because that is now going to force a Nautilus and a Thresh ban from Direwolves. I mean, that's just a high priority on the Bard. There's no other way to explain it. That's Cupcake wanting to have his best champion, coming into game 5 with what is the best for him to try and take down his opponents. And that's already not one of the 2 champions that I mentioned as a ban. So Korea CK, he could have his hook champions and he could have a field day.
What better way to close out a series than to play your best champion, to go out with a bang, to secure a spot in the grand finals in style. Direwolves will take away the Pantheon. They do not want to deal with that global pressure. They do not want to fall victim to any crazy tower dives like game number 4. The response is a Corki. Make sure that shot cannot have a scaling option. If we are going to continue to see these late-winded, late-game team fights around the objectives where a Corki can get to level 16 quite confidently, can scale up a second ban now onto the Orianna as well, and that fresh ban, as you mentioned, to deny Korea CK.
Probably the Cassiopeia from Shock. He has other options, like you could go for a Zillion. He knows the matchup, and in a funny way, it wouldn't be the worst choice here. But we'll see where they choose to go. Shock always has his niche options available. This is definitely going to be a different one for him. It's not the... I think it might be the first time that we've seen him play this champion at all.
I think it is.
That's usually one of Claire's go-tos, actually.
Yeah, definitely this is a staple here for what Chiefs have shown on multiple occasions. In some occasions, actually first picking the Karma. That's how highly they valued it.
Yeah, so now Karma's going to be taken away. So the thing is, we look at the bans from the Direwolves. They go for the Thresh with the Pantheon. Now, the Pantheon is not the Nautilus. I said that they have 2 bans that they must do if they want to pick a Bard third. The pick from the Chiefs here, the Nautilus pick, that's expected. That's one of the better matchups into that bot lane 2v2 now. And I don't think your jungler even really matters when you take that into consideration. You could pick a ganking champion like the Elise that was hovered, and you could camp a lane. You could go an out farming jungler to match what is already an Olaf locked in and have a good time. You've got damage mix, and it looks like they want to go for the option of kill the Olaf in team fights.
Yeah, they were flexing through a fair few options there between the Elise, the Nidalee. Once again, settling on this Trundle. It's been such a pop-off champion. It's been such a rise to come into these playoffs, to see it just go from very little impact just everywhere.
Ooh, I kind of wouldn't mind a Kindred as an option here. Maybe you want magic damage, however. Oh, they're going to go for a Nocturne instead.
Nocturne is how they want to close out their campaign for
Wait,
Split
is that
1.
Okay, because Nocturne's flexible with Direwolf. Shock plays at mid. There's just one of those weird considerations that you have to have here while they're moving their champions around. But I don't know if Chippies is a Karma player. So you'd expect that Chippies and Mir will swap. Of course, we'll let the timer run down to know that much for certain. But that's a very different option here in this 5th game.
Jungle Nocturne. Now, I wonder if this is a bit of an understanding as to why they didn't ban away the Nautilus and preferred to go onto the Pantheon. So they have that global threat, they have that pressure. They've obviously got so many great targets to empower there with the Karma shields. They have a ton of mobility between the Karma and the Bards. And they'll need it because Chiefs will want to get at you and they will want to lock you in place.
So Nocturne, one of the strengths of Nocturne is killing LeBlanc. The reason for that is LeBlanc can never juke you with your ultimate. You will always go to where she is. She cannot distort back somewhere and be safe. That is one of the potential things that is there. Now, when you also look at a set, as a very low mobility champion, you go to gank top lane, you have a spell shield for the ultimate in the first place, you can catch that person out farming and you have an Olaf, so kill threat pretty high. Similar thing in bottom lane, but probably wouldn't be ganking there too much. So this, as a very delicate balance, I think you have to dance here if you were the Direwolves, but if you can get that Nocturne ahead, then the threat is very high onto the carries of Chiefs.
Here we are. The final game in the semi-finals. It's gone the distance. Only one team here today can secure their spot in next week's grand finals against Legacy. We're fast approaching the 4-hour mark in this best-of-5 series. And these are the drafts we have been presented with. Comfort picks have been lit through. Variations have been displayed. But this is how we close out the night.
Yeah, a couple of really interesting draft adaptations to be seen, but we get to this Game 5 moment, we see the Olaf flex and a Jarvan taken away from the Chiefs. We see them forced into something different, but then they respond with a Nocturne of their own. Mir, someone who we have said already, and we have been outspoken about this, has very limited champion pool for what is known as effective against his opponents. But this is going to be one of those unique picks that he brings out, tries to farm to 6, tries to perhaps get some ganks off if he can. And against that Trundle, he'll farm quicker, he will clear faster. But can he actually make something happen, where a Trundle is always relevant? And Nocturne he is notorious for having the potential to fall to the wayside if he doesn't get the first gank off. That first ult gank.
Let's keep our eyes firmly fixated once again on what kind of impact this Nocturne can have. And there's an impact for you viewers at home if you haven't already, or if you have been maybe watching this stream muted. Well, I guess you're not going to hear what I'm saying. But regardless, go over to the OPL Twitter. That is at OPL. Participate in the NeoSurf competition. Win yourself some sweet skins. Look good on the Rift. You've got until 10 minutes in this game, the final chance tonight, to bag yourself some sweet swag.
You got in early this time.
Look,
we finally
sometimes
reminded
you have to reiterate.
them before 10 minutes. We didn't tell them at 11 that they're too late. Miracles do happen.
Miracles will be looking to happen on the Rift as well. I'm very curious, as you say, with this Nocturne, if we do see any double buff ganks, or if we do see just a power farm to 6, try and get himself online at that moment.
Lots of pressure in this top lane from TN, but it's very reliant on Chippies hitting those axes. You can see it's 11-5 in CS. Trundle also up here. Maybe to force a flash, we'll see. Yep.
Oh.
I'll get the summoner spell, and so things looking very rough right now for the top laner of Direwolves. Even though he's low, and Olaf likes to be there, the risk of a dive is very high. So they'll force a flash and a teleport while they're pushing in bottom lane, and they have threat in mid. Croc already very active.
And Croc was almost looking to proxy that wave as well. I think I've seen the teleport, he decides against it, and we'll just now go to the top scuttle. But that would have been a huge denial on what is already 16 CS to 7.
Yeah, Olaf, one of those it's a very niche champion. It's very specific to Chippies, first of all, in the Oceanic region as a top lane that is often seen. And isn't known as a weak side Titan champion. You don't just leave Olaf to its own devices the whole game and expect it to succeed. But you can. And it's one of those really weird situations with draft. When I look at the Direwolves comp and say, where do I want to get ahead and actually carry this game through? The answer is probably the Olaf or the Misfortune, not mid lane. But we just spoke about what that Nocturne is capable of, Skimmy, during the draft, and how it's maybe one of the best options to take down a LeBlanc. So it could just be a self-serving draft here from Mir, where he gets himself ahead and tries to carry the game.
Well, he is ahead at the moment, hasn't shown his face in any of the lanes, but one who has is the repeat gank by Croc in the top side. This time Chippy says, well, I don't have a flash, so let's just go at it. Pops the cooldowns, but will fall victim to the first blood here by the Chiefs.
And what's the trade? You know, what is the transaction here that can favor the Direwolves in response? Well, it is a nice trade in mid lane, at least in that 1v1, but that has nothing to do with it. Mir is 8 CS ahead. He's 2 camps ahead, but that was a kill in trade. So Croc just comprehensively wins that one. Now the Nocturne's going to show his hand top lane. He's going to collect the wave, and that's really it. So that's just a big win from the Chiefs.
Hook lands. Bard follows up. Both ADs drop down to half. The trade actually working out in favor here of the Direwolves as they're pushing it in to crash into that tower.
Yeah, they have some Coco to collect as well, so they actually do win that trade pretty well. It's all about the Guardian timings down in this bottom lane versus the Aftershock, of course, of Korea CK. If a Hook connects and he has Aftershock, he won't take any damage. But if Cupcake has Guardian, it's not like Vital does either. And so you have a lot of these nullified trades from just the rune choices that they've gone for. It's a nice little attempt.
Cosmic Binding always going to be a threat. I'm very curious to see how Shock plays this one. We talk about it being a self-serving mid lane to assist the likes of Mir. I almost want to, I suppose, envision it similar to a Galio in the supportive manner it presents. You know, you can fall behind a little bit in that 1v1, but be able to influence your other teammates, make sure that they are able to find advantages in their own respective rights.
And so far, besides the death in top lane, you know, and the pressure that was put there by Croc, everything's pretty much even. You know, even the farm in top lane is still the same. For what it's worth, things going pretty casually through this 5th game. And we said this yesterday, actually, during game number 5. A lot of teams will potentially be chaotic through the rest of the series, but the second that it dawns on you that this is the last game to win the entire series, and in this case to get to the finals, teams tend to slow down. Chiefs are not the type of team to slow down willingly, though.
Especially after game 4, where the clear mental or the clear
Mirror
memo
6.
was up the tempo. Let's get aggressive. Let's make things happen. Let's bring ourselves back in.
Did Miro straight up
certainly
6 at the same time as his solo laners?
He's been power farming. Look how far ahead he is of Trundle.
It's interesting that this Drake is going to be something that he goes towards aggressively because it shows where he is on the map. I feel like there's a world where, because he hit 6 so quickly, he could have gone for an ult play before the Drake.
It is valuable information, as you say. Perhaps Direwolves is valuing the Dragon control, as has been the objective, really, of this entire series. Cloud is gone. Mountain will be gone as well, Rusty. There is a world in which it's Infernal or Ocean. It's the dream situation for an explosive ending.
Yeah, we're going to have a very important soul, whatever it may be. Not going to be too many tanky members this time around to deal with a big mountain soul, thankfully for all of us. It's not going to be a boring game to endure. There will be some action.
What does Mir get on that recall? A bit of damage. Gonna go for a top clear once again, as Claire receives the blue buff to make his life a little bit easier.
I said this before, Skimmy, but we have to reiterate the fact that if we don't start seeing Nocturne ultimates, the question is when. And if Nocturne doesn't start ulting and picking on a target and playing into the minds of the Chiefs, the next question is why?
Yeah.
Why be Nocturne? And so here he goes, true to form. Back to what works for them, the default for the Direwolves. Top lane pressure.
Red respawns, looking now to do a lane gank.
They would have to dive. But they can't, so it makes you wonder. You know, Herald is up. It's 8 minutes into the game. Why is he top lane? Maybe just to counter.
Perhaps respecting that Croc may once again be topside. Given that Shelly the Drake is up. Shelly the Herald. I guess she's a Drake, but just upside down, down under style.
What? Shelly's a scuttle crab.
Opposite sides of the river. two dragon pits.
Shelly is an X-Men scuttle crab.
Be whatever you want.
No, Shelly is actually just a big old mutated scuttle crab, bro.
Maybe it's a skin. Maybe Scuttle wants to be a dragon.
I mean, you'd have to ask with scuttle crab. We're going
Who
to see some turret trades now. Mir is here. I don't know how much of a chance they have of stopping this one. They are going to get some good damage onto it. Ooh, 180 health.
Well, turret is going to fall on down, and
he's
so
hinted.
are Mir's chances of making that pre-6 or that post-6 fight actually happen.
And I don't know why that happened. If Mir wants to contest that Herald, you need Chippies first of all to stand in front of you and ult. But, you know, I'm left wondering why.
And that hurts, because he had such a massive lead. Still does. But it just hasn't translated into anything. And yeah, you can talk about being cautious and calculated, given that this is your final game. But there has to be a slight edge of, you know, risk assessment here.
I mean, he was 100 HP off taking out the Herald. You know, stopping a charge completely. That would have been a really big tempo swing when you compare the turret plates that would have fallen. But instead, you know, what was the cost of that attempt? It was his life. It was an entire turret on top of that. And so it wasn't worth. But he took the risk. And I think, in retrospect, his risk assessment was that was a silly move.
Oh, the blue buff will now be gifted across to Shock. He picked up a turret plate for himself before. Doing alright in this CS. He's going to fall behind by about 10, but that won't hurt him too much here. Will be that team fight influence as we've highlighted already.
Moby boots on Korea CK as well. He's looking to get active around the Rift. Seems like he is fully attuned to the Bard playstyle and says that if you're going to roam, I'm going to do it, but faster. As it's Merc Treads from a Cupcake in this game.
Now to go for the second scuttle. Down in the bottom side, looking to time it out quite nicely. The next Drake spawning in 30 seconds. You can sense the tension just based on how quiet, calm, really collected this game has been. The most action obviously shown in the top side of the map. Pulling out this comfort pick of Chippies here on the Olaf.
Direwolves currently feeling like Caulfield's biggest fan.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
love his Warhammer so much. They've got 3 of them. Little attempt in mid lane there. You can see Tan starting to get active around the Rift, finding those opportunities, and it's a long lane in top lane now. So that's one of the the byproducts of that Herald play, is that it frees up time for whoever is in that lane. In this case, it is still going to be standard League of Legends laning, so it is Tan.
But Chippies will have TP advantage, and he's done a great job, not only from freezing, but from staying present in that lane to actually go toe-to-toe and actually now find a lead in that. TN's been very active on the map to try and, as a result of this freeze, help elsewhere.
You know, I'm a firm believer, Skimmy. I have my biases with some champions in this game. I'm a firm believer that one of Nocturne's primary purposes is to be scary. Like, he's not only designed to do that, but his kit is very good at doing that as well. You know, he doesn't just say darkness and turn the lights out. He can murder you. And that feeling, like that mentality, does actually play on you. You know, if he takes you out once, or he gets your flash once, then the next time he has ult, and you may not even know the timer, he's terrifying. But right now, we haven't seen the Nocturne. We're 12 minutes, 13 minutes into this game. And my firm belief is that if your first ultimate isn't successful, it's harder to play the champion. And I think Mir's mantra is don't press it, because then you can't mess it up.
He is power farming at this stage harder than the Carthus would, which is interesting. Concerning, perhaps. Paranoia is the ultimate name, and we may just see it. Tempered Fate goes out, the map goes dark, and that's all that happens. The lights will get flicked back on.
Yeah, it was just a brief blackout. He went and hit the switch. Everything's all good. It was a nice flash actually there from Katsuri. Gets himself out of range. I think that Mir used that at the edge of his range, so wasn't able to find the mark that perhaps he was after. Nevertheless, They had a look. Cupcake is always going to be one of those engaged tools for the team, playing that Bard. We've seen this from them, not only in this series, but throughout the OPL when Cupcake was playing. You know, very comfortable in his champion, knows the limits, and always looks for those opportunities to use that Tempered Fate. And getting a flash means that he can do so again very soon.
Turret plate falls. Chiefs with a small gold lead, sitting at just under 1100, will be the first to hit those item complete. They're going to have double Blade of Rune King now, as well as the Luden's Echo, so a nice little spike for them to play around with as this next Rift Herald spawns in under a minute. Something they'll be looking to contest now that they will have those teleports available, because Tien will have that up in just a moment.
Very true. Still looking at item spikes on the opposing side here, though, Skimmy. It might be an opportunity for both teams to contest. I think at the end of the day, Direwolves are playing this game for the Ocean Soul already. Nice damage.
Chain of Corruption lands. Members stay strong together. They tank that one on the chin. They're happy with that.
It was about 5 seconds away from ultimates of both bottom laners here, though, of the Direwolves, and that would have been potential kills. At the end of the day, they'll still get the ultimate and the heal out of Katsuri, so he has nothing left. And that Herald is alive. Chippy's already moving up here. They have the numbers advantage. Hook on.
Hook is on, followed up by the depth charge there. Primary target was towards Shock. Bullet time completely negated by the stopwatch. Chippies comes in with the teleport at the last second there. Instantly the exhaust goes out into Claire, who's waddling away.
They want the fight.
Stun will not connect. Out comes the Paranoia this time. Now can they see where each other is at? The damage comes across. Croc is gone. He power farmed for such a long time. And it comes out with a triple kill.
I mean, that was unexpected from Direwolves, but the small little advantages, you know, the slight pokes that they get onto Katsuri starts to overwhelm the Chiefs. The pressure starts to build up. It's 3 kills into the pockets of Mir. It's fantastic work from Direwolves with this team fighting, and Chippies is the one who really kicks it off, playing that Olaf and just ulting straight into the mix.
Presses Ragnarok, goes straight into it. And then we saw what Mir was capable of, and he's just put everybody to the wayside and said, I was power farming for a reason. I just want to get in there and delete members. And then he did a triple kill and a subsequent ace.
And I mean, we can compliment Mir for getting 3 kills, sure. We have to look at this fight in the first place, because Korea CK flash ults over a wall where there is no backup from Katsuri, who doesn't have summoners. We then also see Chippies come in and do a bulk of the damage with Shock. At this point when he flashes forwards, or just goes aggressively forwards and ults rather, with that Karma Shield keeping him alive. Nocturne comes in more as a janitor, more as the cleanup, but the timing from Mir was impeccable. Right, he gets the ultimate on the correct target, his Q and cleave, all AoE the masses of Chiefs. But he came in, and all he did was clean up the good work of the Direwolves prior.
That's what Direwolves needed to get themselves back into this one. That will now allow them to own the gold lead. Swing it back in their favor. Have 2 dragons to their name already. Allowed to now get those item spikes. Those first major items completed. And with the Ocean Drake spawning, now look to force a fight. Temper Fate is going to land. The duo of Chiefs are locked in place. How do the Chiefs respond to this one? Katsuri is gone. Tien jumps to the back line. He locks them all in place. The grit is enough for just a minute, but he falls down eventually. The damage is done. Claire assassinates the AD carry, but that's all he will assassinate. They trade each other's health bar.
Oh no, Skimmy, that just goes from bad to worse here though for the Chiefs. It's a 3-for-1 trade, and it's Ocean Soul point secured by the Direwolves. Everything just capitulates in a single moment for Chiefs on the topside river, and that is snowballed through the rest of this game. Shock, he's going to flash forwards, might net himself a kill here. Nice little pillar from Trundle though.
Let's see how this fight all took place right there. Direwolves forcing
It's
Chiefs'
Cupcake.
hand.
Yeah, when you talk about draft here from Direwolves, they go for a 3rd pick of that Bard because it is comfort for Cupcake, and you can see the work that he's able to put into this. You know, there was nothing happening on the Rift before he starts hitting these ultimates. And then, of course, Chippies comes through on his Olaf. You've got some serious work being done by Shock and Vital together. It is a 1-for-1 trade. Claire does get the kill, but so does Vital.
The bullying of the non-existent summoners, which will now start to come back online. And Katsuri's life may have a different story to tell in the next few team fights. Baron up in under 90 seconds. Ocean Soul available for the Direwolves in 4 minutes. Yes, they could go for it, or if the situation presents itself, they could sacrifice a few if they need some major components to complete to go forward with.
And I want to highlight a small fact here while the Rift Herald is summoned to charge in mid lane. Hopefully there's no fights to enable me to do so. It's that Shock, playing this Karma mid lane, there's two ways to play it. You could go towards what is your standard Karma. You go the Athenes, maybe an Ardent Sensor. You support your team. Pretty handy to do so when you've got an Olaf and a Nocturne, right? But he's the only magic damage really in this roster. And so he chooses to go for what is known as the Nuke Karma build. He's gone for the Luden's Echo, probably straight into a Death Cap. And that's a terrifying amount of damage. He may even skip the Death Cap and go for a more efficient build. I'm forgetting the item's name because no one ever builds it. But it's the cheaper version that builds out of the needlessly large rod.
I just get terrified of the meaty shields that may come across as a result. Once again, Tempered Fate lands. We talked about Katsura having that flash up available. Well, that's gone again. It only stayed online for about 10 minutes. Or 10 seconds, rather.
I mean, 2 minutes and 50 seconds till the Drake. They forced the flash off Katsuri. Why not?
They find value, and you're now seeing what that means on a gold scale. Major lead now being found here by Chippies after being bullied during the early laning phase. Same could be said here for Vital. The clear target that Clear is looking to try and assassinate in these team fights. Vital's so at home, so at ease whenever he's given that chance to play the Misfortune. Direwolves now up by 3,000 gold.
I mean, the AD carry of this series has really come down to Misfortune, right? Remember that this started with a Katsuri pentakill. Like, we could see a pentakill at a losing team. That's just really tragic. Is the best way I could explain that one. Nevertheless, Misfortune does seem to be a very big deal. Just going to stop that recall there, waiting for this Drake. You've got 2 minutes until perhaps the deciding moment of this entire best of 5 is alive and well.
Talked about the Warfield Corehammer being a major fanboy, but Vital was sitting still on triple Doran's Blades. He did everything he could to get the health, get the lifesteal, transition himself into this point of the game where he can start to really exert that pressure. You see the CS difference between the two of them. And the CS difference now has been equalized, right, between the junglers. Mira was up by such a major mark. He's quite content now to hand it off elsewhere. 4 kills to his name. He's
definitely scary. And anytime Bard forces the summoner spells from Katsuri, his team fighting ability is going to be significantly hindered. 1 minute on the clock. Still don't have any big items yet from Mir. He's actually gone towards the lethality second, and he's sitting on a broken stopwatch. Because he'll end up getting a Guardian Angel at some point, so hoping to get his Duskblade as fast as he can, but it isn't him that is getting all of the priority on these farms. All these camps, rather, not farms.
It's late in the day, Rusty. Words are starting to not make any more sense. I'll tell you that. I've only had one coffee today, and I feel like I've regretted it, because you look at a situation, right? You look at a series. I actually just couldn't fall asleep last night. I was just so amped up on caffeine after going a distance. So I've gone the opposite way this time. And look where that's led us to.
Alright, let's set the stage for this play, because in 30 seconds it's an Ocean Soul available for the winning team at the moment in the Direwolves. You've got teleports available for both top laners. They have planted their feet with the team, though. Nocturne is ulted.
That's Paranoia. He's in. They look for one clear target. Set suplexes away. So much damage. 3 members go gold, and a shutdown comes online, which is very important. But Katsuri falls on down in the end. Shields galore. Movement speed for the gang. They chase on through. Vital lives. Vital delivers. And Vital's looking for that final shot. He flashes forward. Bard is the assistant. And he is the crutch component that just donates killing spree after killing spree to this man on your screen right now. That is the fight you need. They go for a turret. They can literally clean up this map and take everything. He may just go and solo the Drake, get themselves the soul.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Direwolves, that was the team fight that might just decide the game for them, right? They might just need to put the bow on this one. They'll go for the Ocean Cell. Baron, they may go for after this. We'll see the fight again. So Miss Spell Shield set ultimate number 1. That's pretty important. Set now puts himself grouped with the team, who then cop a Bard ulti. Was the Bard ulti necessary? Maybe not, because Vital was 1v9ing them with the bullet time. Nevertheless, it hits most of the targets Then you see the follow through here, you know, the chase, the confidence that they'll be able to get these kills. At any moment, they could be disengaging and going towards the soul that they earned and that they won the right to claim. But they'll go back to it afterwards because they know the limits that they can push against the Chiefs.
Ocean Soul is online, and they get a meaty buy as a result of that. Infinity Edge now completed another BF Sword and Vitals inventory. That is going to be the Rabadon's cap for the Karma, as you highlighted. And Chippy's gone for an expensive item build as well. Black Cleaver is there. Death's Dance is also completed too.
And the Chiefs look like they're making the play, if that makes sense. They're getting a lot of control over this area. Now look at the teleport from Chippies. It's a deep flank.
Very deep flank right now. Chiefs are unsuspecting. Out comes the paranoia. Now they are blind. Katsuri is about to get his flash up in just under 10 seconds, but it's just not going to be enough. He dies before there's a chance. And maybe Chiefs' chances of going through to the grand finals have diminished with it. The rest are locked in place by the Tempered Fate. Cupcake is smurfing on the Bards. And they are leading this team to victory here on the Rift. Game number 5. Croc and a Dream. Croc and 4 members. The only Smite left on the map. He will run, but he cannot hide. Dive wants to get an ace.
Yeah, Croc and a Dream. Well, the Dream is dead here. Skimmy, they're going to go towards the Baron. That's all 5 dead for 1 member. Even though the jungler's gone, it's not like there's anyone to contest this Smite. Ocean Soul is way too powerful for that in-combat regeneration. That's a free Baron. And now Direwolves find themselves poised to take out the series.
If they close their eyes for a second, they can see the screams, the shouting, the elation, the emotions that everything is overflowing from. They are in touching distance now of looking to end this game. 7,000 gold lead. Yes, there are still inhibitors to take on down, but with all the buffs present, the items that can come online as a result, it's looking very, very good for them right now.
And the LeBlanc's running away from misfortune. If you want to talk about the state of this game, Skimmy, the Assassin is running away from the AD carry. There's just no real way out for this one. Mir has got his Duskblade. He's waiting for the Guardian Angel. And I think he's going to hit maximum strength and find his stride at that GA point. But the rest of the team already powerful enough. Like, you saw a shield come out of that Karma in the team fight prior to the one at Baron. It was half of Mir's health. I mean, we call it a nuke build, but at the same time, if he chooses to empower a shield, it's a massive shield. I see no way out of this, quite frankly, for the Chiefs.
Tien will look for that consolation by pushing out bot wave, looking to try and draw some attention. That's all he's going to fire because Direwolves have their eyes set on the prize. Top lane turret will break. The inhibitor next to fall. Chippies has been prepping mid-wave too.
Tien's not even here to defend this. He's starting to come back in now. He's got the home guards. Maybe they try and contest the inhibitor, but I don't really see a chance for them to do so just yet.
Katsuri does have flash. Bear that in mind. It could be a deciding factor for him to be in an advantageous situation. Does have that 2-item spike on the Varus. Can actually emit a fair bit of damage if he can just live long enough to tell the tale. 2 inhibitors fall on down. Direwolves, risk adverse, calculated, measured, disciplined to make this a 3-2.
Styles in Game 5 are a whole different beast, Gimme. They've got so much control of the Rift now. Vital, obviously having won at a very good series that he has had available to. Put him in best of 5s, he seems to really prosper. And can we just note, this guy is 17.
I know.
This is his first time, to my knowledge, ever competing in a best of 5. And he's risen to the occasion. The experienced members of Direwolves, they haven't crumbled. They have defaulted back to their comfort champions. But it's working for them.
And that's what I mean. That's what I've echoed these last 2 days. Just the maturity to be 17 years old, come into a foreign region, and just perform at this level, knowing that you're having to shoulder this much of responsibility. Absolutely mesmerizing.
The next step is obviously going to be this bottom lane inhibitor, Skimmy. It's very hard for the Chiefs to stop this one, but they have no Baron anymore, Direwolves, so things could be held at this point for a couple of minutes, but you're looking at an Elder Dragon in 50 seconds, and the full red side quadrant of the jungle belongs to the Direwolves, and checking your way through that is risky. So's this.
The dance begins with the supers crashing on in. Croc is gone.
They've done
If
no
he didn't
damage.
flash, the bullet time would have done it. The Chiefs try to force an engage outside of that bottom tower, but they just have no follow-up, no ability to make anything happen. Direwolves can begin the siege. 30 seconds on an Elder Dragon.
Good hits.
Tempered Fate connects on the man you want it to. Out comes the Paranoia. Nocturne doing the damage. Chain of Corruption literally hitting the terrain. Hitting thin air. He takes down Nocturne. But 2 members fall on down as a result. The Direwolves are at those Nexus turrets. 1 has already fallen. A second between them and that GG screen. Direwolves are looking to close this one out, and they are going to do it. Back-to-back best of 5s. They will defeat the Chiefs, and they will book themselves in the grand finals.
An exhausting week for the Direwolves, but they managed to do it in 2 consecutive 5-game series. Pushed to the limits both times. They had to reverse sweep order with a desperate level 1 in that 3rd game as well. And now they take it to the Chiefs, and they do look like the better team through the week. So they've deserved this win, and they earned the right to take on Legacy in the finals. And I mean, that is still a mountain to climb, but they've earned the right for the chance.
Hats off to do back-to-back best of 5s, to go the distance, to beat the critics, to show up on the day, to bring back that form that we saw from them, that then fell away for a moment, and we start to scratch ahead. Where was that Direwolves? Well, they have come back, and come back with vengeance. We talk about Chiefs angry gaming. They have, what, consistent gaming? What do you want to call it there, Rusty?
I mean, team fighting is probably the way I'd explain it. You know, Chiefs are a very good team fighting team, but what did it come down to in the end? It was Direwolves out executing in those 5v5s.
Well, that was an exhausting best of 5 series. Hats off and congratulations obviously go through to the Direwolves. But for the meantime, we're going to throw it back to Nick and the crew.
Exhausting indeed. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what a what a turn up for the books. Not what we were expecting, as we've covered multiple times. But if you're a Direwolf or a Direwolf fan, you are thrilled. If you are the Chiefs or Spawn, you are shattered, broken shells of human beings.
I have no horse in this race. I'm just happy to watch teams bloody each other. Another 5-game series. The real winner here probably being Legacy, licking their lips at the prospect of being able to take on one of these teams. But you really got to give credit to the Direwolves, because when push came to shove, they won the team fights.
Absolutely, and credit to Direwolves, we will not only give, but we will give airtime to them as well, as we have Shock on the couch call. Shock.
Hey.
Congratulations on the win.
I can't hear you, which is not
I don't
good.
know how many people thought that you could do
I
it,
still
but
can't, yeah.
but it turns out you did, and with aplomb. How does it feel
I'm live,
to have
I think. I
this
can't hear
run?
them.
There is a strange man's hand
Okay, I can hear you
in
now.
there.
I can hear you now.
Shock, can you hear me now?
Yep, all good.
I can't hear Shock, so this is look. The good thing is that it's not like yesterday where everything freaked out and we just completely destroyed the broadcast. So let's throw it over to Juves and see if he is getting any Shock action.
Hello, Shock?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you.
This is
hear
I cannot
me?
hear Shock either. So I think we'll throw back. We'll come back to Jake, Nick Boy, and myself, and we'll have an interview amongst ourselves and talk about the series. I guess. Sorry for that, Shock.
Words, but absolutely has
He was
earned.
talking the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Earned his win, and you know, anything he would have said, honestly, probably would have spoiled the moment. It's just one of those situations where you just want to mellow and wallow in the victory. You don't want to be tainted by things like interviews.
I think
and,
what Shock
credit.
actually said. Shock actually said, "I'm super happy to be in the finals. It was a good series. Well done by the boys in good grit and tenacity."
Oh yeah, that is probably what he said.
That's what I think he said.
I mean, my favorite part of that, I don't think I've ever seen an interview with a pro athlete ever where they're just halfway through saying something and then just a long arm comes in from above, like it's friggin' God pointing at Adam, and then just messes with the microphone cord. So there you go. You only get that here on the OPL. What you get on the OPL is just a bunch of surprises. Juve's Direwolves, you can't say they did not scrape and claw and earn their way into this grand final.
I'll be honest, if there was a team who I thought were, I guess, least likely to come back from, a deficit, I didn't think it would be the Direwolves team, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I think they're quite good from ahead, very good from ahead, and leading into the playoffs, they went on that little bit of a loss streak. So I think Direwolves are looking extremely dangerous coming into the finals now, because they've shown no matter where you put them, if you 2-0 them, if you're 2-1 up, no matter where you're 2-2, they've got that mental edge, and they're not going to give up, and they're going to take it to like, I like to call it good. They take dirty League of Legends. They just grind it away, and so they look like a scary outfit now.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're a little bit more mercurial than people would have expected coming into the playoffs. They're not just playing one style; they're playing multiple styles. They've got Cupcake playing, Yumi and Bard, but then he also plays good hard engage like through Khan, and then obviously Chippies has found a new string to add to his bow as well. So I think that this team definitely looks more dangerous than they did 2 days ago, and kind of just echoing the sentiment of Juves, they really have been a snowball team since Levant Gaming. They were a team that liked to get ahead early and then would run over the top of you, never really grinded out wins, but they've got a couple of grinds now under their belt, and momentum is everything. So we'll see how they go next week.
And we're maintaining the tradition, I suppose it is, of just these teams who start at the bottom of a gauntlet and just work their way through. They just continue that momentum build, that practice, that energy. Just seems to split after split really play into the hands of the people who need to climb this ladder spawn.
Well, the thing is it didn't really matter in kind of 2018, I don't think, when there were still veterans in the OPL that had played best of threes. But now that all the rookies are in the league and we play best of ones, more best of fives is good. And maybe that won't matter with a team like Legacy because they have more veterans than rookies. Like Isle's the only rookie there. But playing best of 5 League of Legends is so much different to playing best of 1 League of Legends. It's more tiring. It is way more intense. There is like diversity that you have to be able to show to make it through pick bans. Because in a best of 1, I can't really target ban someone. In a best of 5, you got a questionable champion pool. You guarantee game 1 we're coming at you, right? So I think that, yeah, there is something about playing more best of 5s, and it does set you up really, really nicely. I've been in the situation before where we've played more best of 5s. It really does help.
You become comfortable being uncomfortable, I think, is the simplest way to like say it and leave it at. Yeah, it's just comfortable being uncomfortable being on stage, because you talk about veterans. I don't even know if it's like necessarily veterans. It's that if you play a BO5 and then the next year you play one, you lose that feeling, right? Like you lose that edge. And so I think it's just like really, yeah, it's really just minutes played that makes it the best thing for in a situation like that.
Absolutely, you're watching a team climb from the bottom up. It's a bit of a I was born in the darkness, you merely adopted it situation, as they just get stronger and stronger as it goes. It's been a hell of a night. I don't know how to wrap it up. We have seen some crazy League of Legends, and we're very thankful that all of you guys joined us for this OPL night. The evening, though, does not end because we are going to be heading into the MPL. Before we do, let's take a look at the schedule, I suppose it is, for next week. There's not too much to say other than it is the grand final. It is the end of the OPL Split 1. It is Legacy versus Direwolves. It is going to be an unpredictable night, I suppose. If the last 2 nights have been anything to go by, Friday the 24th of April, 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, a mere 1 day after my birthday. So what a way to celebrate my birthday. And let's bring it back to what is important, and that is me. To be able to see 2 teams just go absolutely ham on each other. Juice.
Oh, I was just going to say when.
When what?
When did we ask?
Oh, you didn't, but it was the rhetorical we, like the royal we.
Okay.
So if production, whatever you did to mute shock, if we could just get that on Jews, that'd be fantastic. But don't do it right away because Jews, you do need to make the decision. You are the special guest here this evening. MPL, you get to pick the format that we play. Do you want to play Summoner's Rift, ARAM, or a TFT?
I think I'm leaning towards the ARAM. I do like a bit of all random, all mid, and all fun.
I like that Jake at the beginning of the broadcast said, I would like to either play Summoner's Rift or TFT, and Juice has gone, no.
I'm just trying to make Jake as miserable as possible before we end
well,
this.
that's okay.
Successful, guys. Mission successful.
He had yesterday for that, so that's fine. Let's have a big thank you to the production team for making all this possible. There have been some hiccups along the way, but it is what happens when you have so many computers running so many different people in so many locations across the country. You guys have done a phenomenal job, the entire split. And look, we ironed out all the kinks for the grand final, right? A massive thank you to our casters as well, Skimmy and Rusty, are really pulling double duty over the course of this weekend, both last night and tonight, doing a phenomenal job. Spawn, a pleasure having you back. The power team, by that I mean you and I. And then,
yeah, I knew it.
and then, Jules, it's been a delight having you here for the weekend. It's been a joy. We tease each other a lot. We poke at each other a lot, and I'm just gonna leave it there. But a massive thank you to the audience as well. Thank you for hanging out. OPL is over. MPL is coming up. None of this, including the MPL, would have been possible without our wonderful sponsors, McDonald's and NeoSurf. Thank you so much, guys, for helping make this split a possibility. We're heading into the MPL. We hope you guys stick around as we all suffer through some ARAMs. See you in a sec.
強く強く輝いて消えた流れ星ほら命が燃える何かに怯え走り続けたその虚しさのしじまに何を見て何を探してきた自分の声がただ響く幾千万の星の中で惹かれて出会った守り手たちを回る回る時 世界に銀河に広がってくそれがいつか風となり消えて新たな日が始まる超えてゆく時の輪の中で確かに刻みつけたきらめき同じ空誰かが見上げてる信じたから消されない虹の奇跡残して
Who stole my penta? Oh, baby, that's what I needed. 9 hours in this building with these morons. Good work! Let's go, boys!
You should do that.
Spawn, since... Oh, no, we're about to go live.
You are live.
You are live.
I am live. There
You're
go.
already live.
You
It's
are
one of those things where that's fine. I assumed that Shock was the person who was telling me I was live. Welcome to the MPL. It's a pleasure to have you all here as we head into. I would normally say what would be weirder and more entertaining than the OPL, but given what we saw today, I feel like this is going to be the much more predictable game of League or two. Due chosen ARAM just to shit off Spawn, and I think it's working. Should we jump into a game, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's go for it.
So
Oh.
they've jumped into game.
Everyone's in queue.
Maybe I can try and
I was
switch
trying to
it
tell chat
the
to sniper, so that
game
was
one.
literally
See
0
what happens.
seconds.
That was so fast.
Oh, it's over. It is over.
Let's just turn this down. Oh boy.
Wait, is Raka OP in ARAMs? It surely is, right?
Surely. We need some
Oh,
AD
can I
though.
take
so people
Soraka,
could
though?
read
Yeah,
it.
let me roll.
Memorize.
Yeah, good.
Uh,
Because I've got a mad Soraka skin, I believe, that
oh,
was given to me
surely
by
Hecarim's
someone who I
trash.
did not invite to the chat, to the game, even though they
Oh.
really want to be.
Did I have stonks? Yes or no? Yep.
Yes or no?
Oh,
I think he's
He's
concentrated.
muted, right?
Yeah,
or is
it
it
must
me?
be.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay. Nick?
Yo,
Oh, you're back. There you are.
I never went anywhere.
Are you,
You sure?
Are you sure?
I mean,
Monster
I'm
Tamer
definitely not sure.
gifted me the Nightbringer Soraka and keeps saying we owe them a game, which is probably true, but it's not going to happen tonight. But you do get a shout out.
No,
so
just keep donating. Just keep donating to Nick Boy, and maybe you'll get your game one day.
That's true. I've taken up cooking, so I will accept donations in the form of expensive kitchenware. Anything copper.
I accidentally took heal, so this kind of blows.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Nick.
What did I do?
you need to turn off League voice.
Oh, well, that's going to be a real...
Do you know how to do it?
isn't it? Once I'm in game, I should be fine.
Yep. Skimmy, you meant to go Dark Harvest in ARAMs, just a heads up. No one's replying to me, and I'm kind of getting frustrated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes... Okay.
Yep. I was getting really frustrated, honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
It just felt like you and me, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And Jake's like, I don't know what he's doing.
Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Input. I gotta
Hold
do this
tab,
one too.
hold tab.
Yep.
No, close shop, hold tab.
No.
I can't see.
Yep.
And it should be the bottom right, it should pop up. Oh no, it doesn't pop up like that,
You
never
are
mind.
useless.
I'm so useless, dude.
You are useless.
You wouldn't even believe how useless I am.
There we go.
One of the most useless people in the world is me.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, where are we?
You're going on hit, Varus.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna land a big knockback here, guys, if we're watching.
Please.
Oh, we're not
keep
paying
trying to-
attention?
Quick time to tab over to chat. I can't do it.
Rastos!
Hey, I was trying to fix my... So, okay, so I'm wearing in-ears.
I feel like no one's playing the game. Literally, Jake's in base. I'm landing knockbacks of the century, and we're not playing.
You are not.
If you want my time, we're gonna play the game properly.
My CPU is literally dying. Like I'm getting all of your comms in like just spurts of It's just a disaster.
You don't need
This should be a
comms.
fun night.
We watched some games without comms today.
I literally am on 4 frames.
It's fun. That's 4 more frames than I have.
Oh,
I've actually got 144.
Yeah.
Look at him!
Nice, Juice.
I'm farming Dark Harvest actually.
oh, the live.
Can
the
you hit
live,
that barrel? Hit the barrel game, barrel game!
Oh my
Barrel.
god, I A-clicked it.
and the death.
I'm dead. Kappa? I'm dead.
Oh,
Oh, you're back.
welcome back.
Who flashed forward there? Someone flashed forward.
Oh, we just
Someone is actually
two-man.
wing trading the ARAM, by the way.
Are we actually just two-manning an ARAM?
Watch, I'm gonna smurf you. Ready?
That was
What do you
smart.
want me to do? What solution you got for me?
Hey, peel me, peel
like-
me! Alright.
I mean, I don't know. I think you just cooked, bro.
It
When
has
I-
been so long since we've done this.
Yeah, I didn't miss it for a minute, to be honest.
I need some peel.
Don't worry, bro. I got the root.
I like what you're
Nice,
putting. I'm
nice,
picking up
nice.
what you're putting down, dude. I'm picking up what you're
Yes,
putting down.
bro. That's the synergy. The legacy gaming household.
Alright, I'm gonna land the knockback again, guys. Get ready to follow.
I like how you've just adopted
Juice
legacy.
definitely doesn't
Oh,
live
bro.
in the legacy
If I
gaming
say
house.
anything
Oh,
else, I'm getting sent back home. It's part of this contract.
Carbon didn't bring you here.
That's part of my contract. You live with me, you learn by me.
Is-
How else is Legacy gonna get fanned?
we can't hear Skibby. Is Skibby talking? Is Juice talking to
Oh,
himself
live,
right now?
Please.
No,
No, I'm talking to
Skibby.
Skibby.
No, to the stream.
Can no one hear anyone
They
but
said
you?
Skibby's muted.
Oh
Skimmy's muted.
no,
No, but Skibby was muted. That might have been when.
that's not good.
No, you don't want my microphone through the thing. Is it only? Do we only hear? Juice? Is that the sitch?
Oh no.
I hope not. Wouldn't be a very.
I saw someone in chat. Who was it? Hey Rito, can we see someone who's actually good? No, you cannot.
No.
You cannot.
It's the MPL for a reason.
Yeah, there's.
Nick.
Cut his shit
we
for the.
used to do
Ah,
that.
yeah.
This work from home life. That's not how this works.
Hey, why is Nick not good?
Thanks, buddy. Yeah,
No, that's true. It's a good question. Answer the question.
I'll tell you why Nick's not good if you want me to.
It's these old fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
now
we
who's
get
not good,
those.
you piece of shit.
We take those.
Oh dear. Nautilus is just a specimen.
coming in hot.
Oh,
Okay. They're really low. They're
I'm
really low.
bro. I'm useless. Auto attack, Lux.
All right, we're on it. We're on it.
This is good. This is good.
What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an aggressive Jana.
That Jana was very aggression.
Clearest webcam. You lying to me, bro?
Alright, what's the game
Let me
plan
bro-
here? I've got heal still. If... Oh, okay, Varus.
It's me, Rusty.
Bigger Rust dog.
Oh no, that guy lived. That's really tragic that I missed that.
Oh, get it. Get it. Oh. He's got some frames.
Ooh,
Oh
goodness.
no. Oh no. Oh no, don't give it to him. There you go.
I reckon we're in a really good spot, guys. Not gonna lie about it.
You could call me by my name if you want.
You're talking to me?
Are you calling me Varus?
I like call. It's just a professional habit. When I
Name
It's
tags
a
are off.
Professional
We're
habit.
sweating it up.
no, yeah, like your nameplate's off, so you just call people like it's stuck with me.
That's all
Like-
good, Talia.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Yes.
That was forced, man. That felt wrong.
it did, didn't it? I don't know, man. I'll try and change my ways.
Yo.
Where's Spawn?
I'm here. What do you want from me, dude?
I haven't heard a word from you. I'm getting a bit stressed out because of it.
Yeah, I'm getting stressed out too.
And then Jake's just super sweaty. That's what
Whoa!
happens during
Don't
this.
make me in.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to look bad on
The
camera.
sweatier we are, the
me
better
run
the
away.
content for the viewer.
No! Shit!
I mean, I.
I'm being.
Love
Love you too, man.
perfection.
Alright. I was gonna hook me here, by the way. He can't help himself. Ready? Watch. He's hooking. He's hooking. And he's dead. Aftershock's really broken, I guess.
I got him.
Oh,
Let's go, Rustos! Hey,
Garen,
he
why
really
is this
duped me
stream
from doing
Nick Boy
nothing,
and
you know?
friends playing ARAM now?
This is game
it
6 of the series.
Because it's over, mate. It's over. We had 5 games. It's all over. It's now time to get to the business that people actually care about.
Yeah.
My goodness, people in chat
Some-
are just so angry about things that they don't ever need to watch.
And they're amateurs.
The internet, Jesus.
Also, I guarantee you that they're better than us. I guarantee
100%.
you.
It must be so frustrating to be really great
Ooh.
at a video game
Oh,
and just have to watch this.
Watch average players play.
Yeah.
You know, like none of us played at Rift Rivals.
Ah.
None of us are double killing in an ARAM. Crazy.
No wonder nobody
Hey,
takes
Bill me!
Oceania seriously. God.
Jake. Come on, Jake. I'll expect better from you there. I actually feel like you're trolling there, Jake. That combo was very unoptimal.
How was that combo unoptimal?
Because you could have got the stun instead, but you didn't.
I stunned him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nah, chat's got a good point. No one in this game outsmited Levi.
That's true.
Not a person.
But Rusty has played at an international tournament as well.
That's true.
No one, I don't know how many people know that. It's very,
It was in the Roman era, but
yeah.
God still roamed the world.
The Colosseum was still active.
the first international I went to was actually against the Persians.
Oh no, I've just been. Welcome back. I want to kind of. Rusty.
Hey?
Rusty, you got ult?
Yeah.
You want to fish? Oh, wait,
Nautilus
I'm
will
gonna
take
get,
that. He'll so take that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah.
With the whole team, maybe. Let's go, Luxos!
Let's go! Let's go!
Hey. Oh, my wall. I've stuck
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Was that a better combo?
You're not
Just stop
buying
buying
items.
items.
Nick. Skimos.
Nick's
Yo.
God. The message was literally just Nick's God.
Yeah. You should try Dark Harvest
Jesus
in ARAM.
responded like,
Yes!
come back!
You
Everything
know
I
who we
say,
should
I
play
like this.
ARAM with? Lofi PP.
That is so topical that no
Wait.
one else knows what
I
you're
know.
talking about.
What happened to this? What happened?
I
Why did
shipped that.
Skimmy just stand still?
Wait, does he have a...
Oh no,
Oh,
I've
There's a
just been
Dark
Nautilus.
Harvest.
Stone Plate Nautilus. Here we go.
I swear Bran does so much more damage when other people play him.
No, because you're gonna hit the 20 death power spike.
Mm. Is that what it is?
Ah, dude, whatever.
You reckon he would? Oh,
Trying
Janna.
to ARAM me.
Oh,
I mean,
Janna.
take me. He did. That guy's a kingpin.
Yeah, that's
And I'm
pretty
a noob.
legit. I mean, that was a kingpin flip, though.
Couldn't say. I got what's Queen blinded. We need to do something, boys. Using
We
that
can
bush,
go on
anyone?
the wave. Nah.
There's a GP barrel in that bush.
Yep.
There's no more GP barrels in that bush. How can we just kill this guy? Oh, maybe that's Faker. Maybe Faker's boot camping in Australia. Anyone ever thought about that?
Maybe.
Not until this moment, but now you mention it, he is a believable
I thought
faker.
my ult was going to do so much more damage than that.
Who, yours? You've gone Seraphs, dude. Brand's not about Seraphs. Brand's all about, like, Armor Pen and Leandries.
Isn't Brand good with Saras?
Like, it's not an optimal item. You just want, like, AP and then, like, HP shred. Like, so Leandries into, like, Death Cap, Void Staff. Like, you just want straight pen.
But then how do I use spells without mana?
How do you what?
Use spells without mana.
He means
mean-
magic pen, chat.
You kind of just... Did I say Armor Pen? I meant Magic Pen. Whatever, dude.
No,
It's
I
been a
know
long
you
day.
meant magic
It's all
pen, but I'm
good.
just like, if I don't build a like Ludens or a Saros, then I just don't have mana for spells.
I mean, like...
Presence of mind in this game mode is broken.
Yeah, Presence of Mind's
Yeah,
good.
I've got Presence of Mind.
In your spell, you just gotta kill him, bro.
Actually, a lot of damage coming out from someone. Definitely not me. I'm trying to kill Varus,
Like
but Varus
I did a lot of
damage.
damage there.
Yeah,
I hit optimal combo that time, I think.
yeah, very, very well played on the optimals. I'm gonna make an optimal play here. Ready?
Yeah.
I call that
You're
an
a
optimal
god.
play, honestly. But in my head, it
I
makes
mean-
sense.
We got what we wanted, right? The turret. We're
No,
a
no,
match.
no,
And the
See?
Jenna. Yeah, we
I
got the
made,
Jenna
I made
too.
the play, and the play made itself.
Is Nick just AFK?
Yeah, what's happening with Nick? Is Nick at least watching? Like,
I think they're watching my
Nick's dead.
perspective. I think they're watching my perspective.
okay.
No, they're watching Nick's perspective, surely. Oh no, they're watching
It's Skimmy.
Lux's. That is Skimmy.
I can't talk though, I echo.
Oh yeah? I can't hear you, Echo.
Alright, I'm going.
Nick's actually reading a book. Plot twist. We need
This is
Varus.
all.
We need Varus here to pump donks on this guy.
I can't see.
Oh, he flashed on me. Yep. Get outplayed, nerd. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, I played him, Jake. That's kind of crazy though. He is breaking riot rules in a riot game. Should we report him?
So you reckon I go Rylai's next? Void Star.
I think go Death Cap.
Death Cap?
Yeah, you've already gone Seraphs, dude, and you got Leandris. Why wouldn't you go Death Cap?
Is that optimal?
We're not
Go on, get
optimal,
in your
but
bird.
It's a bit of fun.
You didn't do it.
I'm on my wall. I'm on my wall. He's gonna get caught. I can't see though. Talk to me.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
They're
There's
in
an ult
front of
though.
you.
There's an ult.
Ah! Oh, I
Good
flipped him.
My computer's come good. I've got like 102 frames now, which is
You're
more
just
than enough.
scaling. You're just scaling into the ARAM, brother.
My CPU usage is still 100%. You guys are still lagging.
Oh,
in
but at least you're
Discord,
getting.
but I got
No,
100
you know what?
frames.
When people complain about 100% CPU usage, I actually get a bit upset because like you're complaining about value for money. You're using all of your CPU.
Yeah, the most
I don't get to use
efficient
any of my
computer
CPU.
possible.
Kind of crazy when you think about that, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
We just have really inefficient brains now. You mention it as well.
Nothing.
Welcome back. Enjoy the 9 times.
We're actually reporting you, by the way. Oh no, Lux got us killed. Report Lux.
I did so much damage there.
Yeah, you did.
This
I got
guy
a void
scales
stuff.
real well.
Echo, 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 echo.
I got another kill.
Oh, Nick.
Man, I'm carrying.
Nick,
Mm.
when we're fighting,
Mm.
use ultimate.
Sure. Someone else literally had control of my computer, mate. So how about you just focus on that?
Now
that
say what you really
pizza
want to
order,
say.
mate.
Now say what you really want to say. What you're really thinking, let that out.
I can't.
And then I'll be the host next year.
Oh, Juves is gone again. He's got a flash.
I haven't just got a flash. I've gotten
Kill.
kill.
Outstanding.
Honestly, that queen purchase was. Never mind.
I can't see.
Oh,
Yuck.
God. Oh god.
That's
Oh,
okay. It's
God.
okay. It's okay. Play front to back. Play front to back, but we're going wrong way back.
Hey Nick, I could really use that ulti of yours.
I
Quick,
could
quick,
really
quick,
use
quick,
a
quick.
wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. Do I die here? No.
Nope.
We aced them.
Good wish, Nick.
We did it, boys.
We did. Everyone group up.
What are we doing? What's the game plan here? Are we dying to purchase items or
Nah, we're winning the game right here, right now.
we can? I'm gonna hit the
Right
barrel.
here.
Yep.
Right now.
Azir's gonna try and make fake
Oh,
a
in
play
hip up.
again. He can't help himself. Oh, Skimos, nearly.
Alrighty. I'm back.
Oh my goodness, not
go
that
get this.
turret.
Can I
Alright,
just say,
someone
this is
needs to
testament-
How the hell?
this is
But they don't know I'm
testament
here,
to
by the way.
talent
They
of
don't know
you
I'm here.
guys.
I'm gonna look for Azir. Oh goodness.
Oh, they know.
Oh no. Yes, Jake.
Hear me? He's stunned.
Ah! Nice, Rastos.
Ulti in 5. Doesn't
Hell
even
yeah.
matter. Doesn't even matter.
You're
Give
that
us
good,
that
it doesn't
sweet,
matter.
sweet ult. Oh, we didn't get the ult. That's alright, we win. Quinning. as I
Look at
like to
attack
say.
speed.
Yeah, it's crazy. What do you got? Oh. I've seen a few Barrisids that should have built that way today, actually.
How many times did I say we tended the item here and it just never got purchased?
Yeah. A few. Quite a few.
Oh. Man, oh man, what
I mean,
a wild
you
ride.
guys won this game while I was not
4v5,
able
yeah.
to use my computer for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How good are you? I mean, the only person better than you is that guy in chat who said that this was shit.
It's true.
Woo.
I'm dead.
Like, it's actually so much easier to play MPL when my comms are intermittent, to be honest.
You mean intermittent?
Like, they coming and going.
Just drop
Sometimes
in
I can hear exactly what you guys are saying. Other times I'm like, I have no idea what they're talking about. 30 seconds on my ult from it.
I'm dead.
We good?
Shot caller sent.
Lux, land binding. Spawn hit skill shots.
Good.
Let's.
Are we good? Am I here? Am I talking? Are we winning?
Can-
There's no echo.
Can we try and keep it realistic in what you want us to do?
We're gaming.
Oh. Skim Boss Nos got a good kill there, and Rusty's been knocked up on a
Skimmy's
GP
out here
barrel and it
hitting
does no
skill
damage.
shots like his life depended on it.
Yeah, bro, I gotta smurf it up. Perspectives on me. This is the OPL.
Oh, you guys might have just cost us the game.
No, they can't end. Me and Rusty are alive.
Does Azir have ult? I didn't get to
Probably.
see.
He looks like he has ult the way he's walking at us. Ready?
And
Yeah.
Quinn has just 2 hit him.
I missed you.
12 seconds, Juves. Just run, Juves.
What do you mean just run? I'm not gonna just run.
Nah,
I'm gonna
clutch. Clutch or kick.
Clutch or kick, exactly.
Clutch or kick right
Just
now.
run. Ready? Out micro there.
It's a good start. Good start. Ooh!
See? Clutched. Don't
Surely,
take my
surely.
kill! Okay, dude. Holy moly, you got me angry for a second.
Good lord.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
There we go, Jake.
There he is. Big doubler.
Hey, Jake, you've really turned it around.
Thanks, mate. The frames are helping. I'm up to 138 frames per second. I do not know what is happening. I think they're installing RAM as we speak.
Download RAM faster.
You've got to insert RAM as fast as it can be taken out,
Yes.
implying he's taking the RAM.
Oh. I've been outplayed.
Wait,
I've absolutely been outplayed.
Who's got spellbind? Jana. Okay, someone was procking it and I. Oh, I got death cap. Wait, bring him to this bush.
This game is actually hard, man.
Come to the boys.
Yeah. I got flash in 5, so we could win.
That doesn't see me, right? It does.
Oh no.
You
Yeah,
guys
I
have
know.
fought
Bit of
without me.
anti-CG there. Ah, and we've lost.
Yeah, that was a big no.
Christ.
Jake can actually hold. You know that? No cap. Jake,
No,
can you-
my ulti.
Jake, I actually think you can hold here, straight up.
Alright.
You've got to do some stuff to the minion wave.
They have neglected the minions.
Uh-oh.
That was
Wait,
a
you
nice
actually
combo.
do a lot of damage, by the way. We've
Well,
actually
look
lost.
at them.
Oh, that was a bad time. Maybe we
Indeed.
should have brought in that guy from chat.
The guy
Maybe
from
if we had 5 people.
Hey,
you
we
know?
run it back again now. We're
Imagine.
good, no?
Surely
We're ready
we
to
run
actually
it
play
back.
the game?
That was the warm up.
That was the warm-up.
We're getting our way through tech. Thank God we picked ARAM.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah, jeez. Kill me. Okay. No one gets an honor. We just skip that one.
I didn't honor anyone.
My
There was-
computer
there
is
was
just
no
stuck
honor
on
in that
game
game.
still in progress. But I know that that's not true because I just saw a defeat screen game.
You never know.
Yeah, you do never know.
All right, jump in. We got this. This is it now. Chat. Thank
I
you
just need to
for
look at
seeing
damage
through
done
the,
quickly.
I want you to forget everything you saw during that game. None of that
Graphs.
happened.
Ooh,
Surely
that's a
we
big
can-
brand graphs.
Surely we can reverse sweep.
Juice.
Yo.
There must be a fault because it said you did the 4th most damage in the game. That doesn't sound like you.
I mean, when I'm putting my body on the line so we can do damage, of course,
God.
someone's got to do it. While Nickelboy is sitting there with someone controlling his computer.
And can I just say, that person was a Riot employee and never once actually attempted to play the game.
Well, because they don't want to account share, right?
True.
So we follow rules on this stream.
Yeah, like no AFKing.
Yeah, important rule to follow.
Ezreal. Oh, this is going to be hella fun. I'm playing APS.
Twitch. No one wants to play Twitch in an ARAM, dude. Serious?
I feel that.
Is Casio good in ARAMs?
What else do we have?
I'm playing AP.
Yeah, Cass is alright, hey.
Should be, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Scux, she sounds pretty good, eh?
Oh, chill, bro. Oh, yeah, nah, bro.
Yeah, Jake
You
was
know
trying to
it.
do Kiwi accents the whole time.
It's so scuffed, eh?
Yeah, he thinks it's
You know,
good.
as a British person, you doing a Kiwi accent is just as
Look, mate,
offensive as me
I
doing
see
a
the
Kiwi
world.
accent. Oh, yeah, is that right?
I'm out here
So,
2011.
just 'cause I've been to
2011.
America a couple of times.
2011.
What's 2011? I
I'm
can't.
just trying to
I'm out here
work that out.
2011.
Oh,
boys. Come on, boys. The accent ain't that bad.
Oh, I don't know. That was pretty bad.
that
What
was
did you
bad
say?
one.
2011, I think, is what he
He
tried
did
to
say that. He did
Roll
say
the
that.
clip.
There's no way you didn't say that.
His handle is actually Steven. It just
One
sounds
in the-
like Skimmy.
One in the chat if he said 2011 or if he said 2020 living.
And what Jubes is trying to say is, if in chat he said 2011 or 2020 living, because maybe there's people out there that also.
I like
cannot
how the
understand
Aussies go into like
Jubes.
Queen's English, eh?
We
8,
go to
9,
Queen's English?
10. Not 10.
Wait,
Yeah, well, because one's a number and one is something you hold peaches in.
Oh, chat's wrong. I'm being bullied.
11.
Look,
Yeah.
Direwolves won. Kiwis are superior.
Oh, we can see who the Kiwis are in chat, though.
Is it bullying if it's just a fact?
It's not a fact, boys. Superior dominance. We're gaming.
Remind me how to play Evelyn again. I
Just
put
Q,
stacks
A.
with my W.
Yeah, your W is the charm, right? The love heart that fills up
Yep.
above their head. And when it's fully charged, it charms them. And then your Q is just mash. You just mash Q,
Have I
right?
stolen Spawn's spot where I argue with chat?
No one can steal
Yeah,
my
I
spot
think so.
from that. Chat, I just.
oh, conkies?
Where did she go?
Okay.
Let's go.
Ooh. We're doing it.
I'm thinking about
This
it.
is a battle.
Bro, I'm keen. If you say the word, I'm in.
Oh, I'm saying the word.
Aye, man. Fine, Prior, mid Prior.
Let's get some bot lane Brio.
What lane is this?
That's all random, all mid. So
Butcher's Bridge.
they said what lane?
Yep. It's the bridge lane.
Bridge lane.
Do we have a current arena or do they? Oh, they do. Okay. Surely this guy gets wiped here, no?
Get him.
Surely all of these guys die here, no?
Nice.
You've been talking to the cops, mate.
I'm dead.
Very true,
That was
Lamau.
fairly close for
And I'm dead.
What do I want? I want Merc Treads for sure.
yeah.
That was a brawl. That was good.
That was a 5 for 5.
Lissandra passive is really OP in those brawls.
Yeah.
Not that I want anyone to say the name. Actually, no, I'll save it for off stream. It's an
Okay.
in-game name in one of our games. Oh, this guy's trolling. He doesn't want to win. Yep. This guy's also trolling and doesn't want to win. Keep going. Where's Leona?
Going, bro. I'm going. I'm looking. I'm hunting.
Go Skimos.
Don't you worry, bro. Level 6, we're popping off.
I'm gonna call you Skimos now. That's your name.
Call me anything you want. Honestly.
I
I love
add
it.
os
Skim Dog,
to
Skim
some
Moss,
names.
Skim Boss.
Skimos Dosnos.
2011. Or
Walk-
20
like,
living.
Rustos
Who knows?
works and Skimos. But
Yeah,
you
mate.
can't do Spawnos. That doesn't work. Or Nick
Spawn Off
Boyos.
just sounds so... Yeah, it sounds terrible, eh?
Mm.
It's because Spawn is actually just a terrible name, to be honest.
Where did it come from?
Why don't you just rebrand like a Red 7?
Redbeard Spawn, because my mum has red hair and gave me, like, yeah. Like, so I got a red beard off my mum being a
Good.
redhead.
Do it.
It's
Do
a
a
crap
do a
name.
Rare 7 rebrand, Drake.
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
do a Rare 7 rebrand.
Oh no,
Ah.
oh no,
Working on the damage now, though.
ulti. Might get this and then pop my head back in.
I need 6. What's the game plan, boys? I'm pressing buttons.
Yeah, yeah. Have a go. Go in. Go in. Yeah, yes.
Okay!
You know the problem, Spawn, that you're going to run into with that naming convention is your kid might be called Spawn Spawn, and at a certain point it becomes comical.
Ridiculous.
Penta, Penta, Penta!
Attack you!
I tried to.
I was like leaving it for you, my guy.
I was
No.
trying to steal so much.
Yeah, hey, why don't you become Spawn 7, Jake?
That's a good idea. Only 7,
Shut
Swiper
up,
7.
you Muppet.
Make it a thing.
Jake?
I mean, how
Hello?
much would it cost to get your team to rename to the spectrum of steak cooking?
Mm.
Have
What?
medium rare in the mid lane?
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like, you know, all 7s at the end of your name. Then you just get sponsored by someone with 7.
7 up.
Yeah, or like 7-Eleven or something.
There you go.
What do you reckon, boys? We just wait for ultis. What's the game plan here?
I'm dead.
No, I don't think they're gonna let us. How can we just kill them instead?
Hi, bro. I'm in.
Oh,
I'm saying, how are ya?
yeah, get him, Skibby.
We're punching on.
Cassio's getting lippy. I don't like her attitude. What on Skimos? Oh, Mega Nard.
Ooh, nah.
We're just zoning. We zoning. I'm looking at that cat.
I like the way
There you
you're
go.
playing these team fights, guys.
Yes.
I'm vibing real hard right now. There's a vibe train and it's stopping all stations to write games.
Jesus.
What?
Playing games with you is a whole other level. I love it.
Yeah. It adds so much.
Dude, you
I love
sound
it.
so upset about it. Like, I didn't ask you to play with me.
Oh, it's just bedtime for Dick.
No. I'm genuine. I'm a happy boy.
I'm gonna talk to the producer after this. I don't like it. I don't like that.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, Skibby.
God, in so
Look,
deep.
I just hard in there. I'm about it. We making things
My
happen.
conk's procced and I'm... Kill it before ult! I'm there! I'm there! Surely I can heal off this, right?
Whose
Katarina's
perspective are we
really
on right
looking
now?
for it.
Skimmy. I
They're on
think.
my perspective.
Skibby, can you get rid of your chat?
Oh, yeah, I've got a high chat, eh? It's gone.
As production, I think it's important to tell you that.
She's disappeared.
Hey, Skimmy, whenever you want to go, I got a big ulti.
Hi, bro. I don't have my ulti, but I'm ready to rock.
Oh man, rock and roll.
Oh, he's actually clean.
I'm dead.
See ya, cat!
Ah, damn it.
What the heck? Who just killed us all?
Ah, dude, we need a VOD review.
Damn.
I really
Kassadin
do need to take
in
another look
AM
at that.
is surely
Yeah,
broken.
go Nick, go Nick, go Nick. Oh no!
Oh,
2 seconds.
Millions of peaches, peaches for me.
Don't you make that go
Millions of
backwards and
peaches.
cheese. Yeah, what do you?
Peaches for free.
I'm coming in,
Peaches
boys.
come in a can. They were put there by a man.
It didn't used to be a Z main, Rusty.
For a little while actually, yeah.
I've got an ulti. I'm coming in.
But
What we got,
like,
boys?
you know when we were mains of champions
follow-up?
shoes before the champion was actually discovered? That's what it was. Like when Lee Sin got an insect, people were like,
Yeah.
I'm a Lee Sin main now. But like all the Lee Sin mains before that didn't know what they were doing.
That's true. Yeah.
Coach Kai says, didn't Skimmy learn this game this year? Because legit, he's pretty talented. You have a
I
backup
did.
career
This is my
for
first year
when-
playing it.
And
when-
Coach Kai
when
is
they-
literally an OPL grand finalist.
There
You
go.
know, me
There
and
you
Kai
go.
get along really well. I love the guy, eh? Good sort.
That's good. You're ensuring your
If he likes me, bro, that's validation that I need.
your play-by-play meat grinder second split career.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe you can be positional, Coach.
I'll just be a hype man.
True. Alright, when I get there, we're going in.
Alright, I don't have ulti at the moment, but
Alright, how long?
50, man. So we're just gonna punch on regardless. We don't wait for those.
If she goes on this, I want to squash her.
Yeah.
As my team would say, the outcome of this team fight, our ultimate shouldn't matter. But it would be much easier if you guys just waited for your ultimate sometime. For the League of Legends team.
Order 2020 or?
Yeah, Order 2020. Hey,
Watch the list. Yeah, we're good. Let's get it.
I got ult.
The cat's gone. Nice ulti! No chance.
Oh,
Oh, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts.
Big Swips is just absolutely.
Reckon that guy's faker or
crushed
not?
us. That is definitely Swiper.
I killed the rest of that team for what it's
That was
worth.
disgusting.
I don't think I did any damage. I
rest
think my
of that
brain
team.
switched off.
You killed two
The other,
people.
the other two, yeah.
Swiper, the rest of the other team is 4.
I'll get the other two then, fine. Just give me 5 seconds.
Try to build. Just want magic resist.
Wait. Oh, I thought Zed might have outplayed that.
Maybe I'll just keep
Tactical
going.
better?
instead.
By Zed, I mean Rusty.
Oh, right. We're talking about me.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
We're really getting.
Oh, hey, bray. Hey, I'm coming in with a fatty ult. We ready, boys? I see Jubes is keen.
Know my limits. I'm a limit tester.
Oh, I'm out of range.
What was that video
no,
today with Swiper playing? Nah, he was a beast.
There's a list
He
in this
lost.
book, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, I was ready to follow that with a snowball. Eh?
Oh,
God
she's
damn
so
it.
dead, bro. Everyone laugh at her. Everyone laugh.
What is that?
It's my TFT thing.
That was Skimmy
Look,
laughing.
If I press Control 2, it slices open the world.
That was Skibby laughing.
How cool
Get
is that?
out of here, Nick.
Dude, I feel so inadequate. I just have a keyboard cat.
It's hard to understand because it's in New Zealand.
I mean, I spent a lot of money on those TFT things, so maybe don't feel so bad.
There's like 2 simultaneous conversations going on. Right
Yeah,
now.
like we're just cracking up at each other and they're just like actual yarning.
Wow, she just hit me with a.
What's
nuclear
yarning mean?
warhead.
Just means having a conversation.
Huh.
Oh, see ya!
I'm gonna be faker!
Tower
Ah,
No,
it
it's
wasn't.
mega.
that's a big sweeps, man.
I'm tidy.
Oh, Rustos. I'm ready, Rustos.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Ah.
I
I don't-
like it.
This guy's got fear. I can see it in his eyes. Oh, he's dead though.
Oh, there we go.
Kill secure. I like that, bro.
This might be the first time people have actually heard you call me Rustos as well. There you go.
Yeah, I generally call you that a lot,
Yeah,
actually.
I'm actually so used to that I wasn't even reacting. The chat was like, what?
Yeah, what's a Rustos?
Coming in.
I really need to learn to get Qs on this.
Gonna unleash the payload.
Pretty integral to the kit.
The big damage. The wombo combo.
Don't say payload here, that's
I
a
got
banned
20
phrase.
seconds on ulti.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is that tank list? Why should say tank? Yeah, it is. Oh, we just been Casadino'd. Oh, nice.
Oh, Nick!
Nicky boy. Protecting Nicky boy.
Oh. No one's protecting Nick, man. You're all selfish.
I'm tanking, I'm tanking, I'm tanking.
Get some tanking.
She really is a tank, Lissandra, isn't she?
Oh, I just got outplayed, no? Surely just got outplayed there. Well. I got Leandre's now.
See ya.
Nice.
You win those, you win those, you win those, you win those.
I really don't do as much damage to her on like paper as I do in my head.
I mean, you're playing AP Ezreal versus like... Versus
Full tank
a,
Lissandra.
yeah, like a tank list.
That Katarina, that is so tragic.
I saw that. Maybe, I don't think he's comfortable on Katarina, if I'm being completely honest.
I'm just CCing him to death, eh?
Yeah, Leona's broken.
Actually, super strong.
No nukes today.
I might go in here if this lands.
I'll back you up. I'm tanking.
I'm in, I'm on you.
Probably get Karma first. Yep. And now, nah.
I'm tanking, I'm tanking, I'm tanking.
Okay.
Yeah, clean it up, clean it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
We win those!
Someone's got to engage.
Do win those.
I think I have
Open
enough MR
5.
now, I should just build health, yep.
Let me see, what do you got? I mean, you could just go SV now, like through Visage.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, because it's like health and MR.
Oof.
Rusty low-key carrying.
Start
Rusty
all again.
low-key,
Let's
Little
go.
bit
20
sweaty.
kills.
he's
High-key
low-key
carrying.
20 frags.
27, okay, I see you.
What's 27?
You know, I really enjoy our ARAMs after broadcast, eh? Me and Rusty are 1 point with those.
Yeah,
We're starting to
dynamic,
become Arab Smurfs.
dynamic duo.
Yeah, man.
We're merely existing in your universe. Oh, I accidentally seraphed. Bummer. Okay! I've been ulted. Maybe I'm dead. Ah, Conqueror stack! Ah!
My god, man.
Watching Rusty play Zed is like watching Faker versus Ryu.
Is he Faker or Ryu?
He's Faker for sure.
Oh.
Juke me that time. Kill this Lissandra.
Yeah, forever.
I can't believe she's so tanky just from an Abyssal Mask.
That's what
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
wild.
I might start running that in solo queue and see how that goes.
Let's get the
believe.
glob.
New Lissandra build.
Mm. Rusty, what was that? Look at the moves, look at the moves! Rusty, what was that?
Get it, get it, get it, get it. Dude, it! Oh,
Okay.
unlucky.
Oh.
The
I had
barrage
more
was
hit
clean.
Swiper just cleaned it up.
No, you
No
can't
OP.
kill- I don't think he can kill me actually.
I think
Kassadin
Sure.
can.
Okay, okay, okay.
Kassadin can, but not him.
The 1v5 auto spawn looking for it. Oh, flashes out of that one.
And here we go,
clean?
Rare 7 misses the W, but he hits the Q, hits the other Q, the Cassidy flashes in. Oh my god, shock, what was that?
Did you say he yeet the Q? Yes!
Does it make it funnier if I say yes, I did?
I like that, bro. That's a clip.
He didn't.
No, I
He did.
didn't.
Add that to your casting CV.
Yes, can use the word yeet in play-by-play.
Yeah. Banned words.
Yes. He yeeted all over him. Oh my god, Skimmy
What?
with the Q. Misses the E. The Casadino has yeeted out of there. The ultimate lands. I don't know what the ultimate's called, but the
What?
E comes in. Oh my god, the Karma Q goes in. Oh my god, Nick Boy hits the ultimate. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah!
I love it.
Oh my god,
Good
shit, Red is
lord.
ridiculous.
This is content. This is what people come for.
It's, Yeet's
I love
now
when we
way
play
too easy
A-Round
to
with
fit in.
Jubes. It's just so
You guys-
entertaining.
You guys should say yeet in grand final. One of you's got to fit it in
No, we
on the
should
grand
not.
final cast.
Oh, I would get so booted off the stream. I'll
Kelly,
get replaced.
if Kelly plays on and he hits some on horn, just call it the yeet horn. The yeet horn is look, see, look Karma, he said yeet.
Yeet.
He's ghosting by the way. Actually report him for ghosting.
Oh.
He actually just pumped me that Karma. Do you guys want me to play this one or not? It's too late.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Oh, Jake's an E forward Israel.
Come on, Rusty. Ah,
Ah, nah, man. That Nah's a big boy.
Jake, where's your W's going, bro?
I've done more damage than you, Jews. I'm gonna give you so much shit.
Hey,
Oh,
Papa,
it's
hey,
so
Papa
hard.
Spawn, yo mad?
Yeah, I am pissed off. I'm playing the game on a toaster. This actually is like this is an advertisement for League of Legends because you can run this game on anything. My microwave
Nice.
could play this game.
I can't wait to
ad.
play it on my phone. That's what I'm keen for.
Legitimately, you could play it on a phone. And I would name a phone brand
Ooh,
that
bad
I
luck.
want to sponsor this.
Okay. Okay, Jubes.
What was that, bro?
Yeah, good job, Jubes.
Yeah, I wanted to die so I could play by play.
Yeah, tactical int.
Yep, ready?
I like that, I like that.
And so we
Is
have
that what you
the
used to
blue
say on
team
Sim
walking
Gaming
down
as
the
well?
mid lane with the minions. The Nah goes in. Oh my god, big swips with the Mega Nah. Lands the Q, lands the ultimate. Leona misses the E. The Karma lands the stun onto Zed. Leona goes in, lands the Q onto Katarina. Zed goes in with the Shurikens. Oh, brrrr. Zed hits in with the Shurikens. Goes in, the ultimate goes in. Oh my god, Zed comes back to his shadow. The Cassidy's whip walking in. Can he go for the back door? No, he can't. Skimos has it on lockdown. Can the blue team push down the mid lane with the minions? Go on, Leona flashes in. Oh my god.
the excitement is not accurate for the action.
That's so good.
Skimmy's actually smurfing though. I actually nearly passed out there, by the way.
We felt
Breathing is really hard when you play
I
by
actually
play.
went red on my head, on my temple. You know, the vein near your temple. I can feel it. Yeah, I don't know if that's good or bad. It makes me feel alive, kind of.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Oh, that was
Take
so
a picture.
clean.
Take a picture.
Smile for the camera.
I'm putting.
End
You
the
know,
game.
I'm actually putting that
did it,
little
boys, we did
snippet
it.
of me casting on my resume now.
Yes, dude.
That's a
might put it
resume.
online
That's
as
a
a
clip and
player.
a resume. Nice. Very nice.
We
Oh, no, we
win
can't end.
those.
He's being on their Nexus and then losing, like similar to a reverse sweep.
Can they kill me? Can I just order this
oh
to
my
depth?
goodness.
I don't know.
Just-
You actually take no damage, dude.
I
What
take
the hell?
0 damage, bro. I'm nearly at 400 MR.
Quick, crash the game and we'll chrono break.
Whoa.
Look, I've just been ordering for the last 10 seconds.
Oh, I'm so...
They're looking at you and throwing stuff at me. It's
How has Rusty got 34
Okay,
kills?
Rusty. Okay, Rusty.
They're only
1v3
building
situation.
MR, bro.
Okay, this is a double.
35 kills.
Okay. That was that.
Alright, let's make a play here, Jake. Me and you. Boomers. Boomers unite.
Alright, what are we doing?
We're gonna boominate. Oh,
Here she's coming.
Jude's about to
Oh,
low
you
key
missed.
replace Skibby.
I didn't
high
miss.
key
I didn't
after
miss. He
that.
juked it. I didn't miss. He juked it. There's a very big difference. One's inting, one's not. Oh, thank you for the Twitch Prime, Offkers. Thanks for the sub, brother. Oh, he subbed. You gotta thank him.
No, it's good. No, it's sorry. I just unexpected, man.
It's entice,
I
right?
like this, man. Bring him back for grand finals, surely.
I mean, we should just have Juice permanently on audio so that he can thank people for subs as
What
well.
if I just
That's
call
nice,
me in?
that's nice.
Just get me on. Put me on speed dial. Hey, this Nas for sure running down now. Huh? Oh, I'm dead. Are we all dead? He's just gonna mega sweeps, no?
Oh no. Is it up to me
This
again?
is no good.
It's not
Oh,
up to you.
nice. Nas dead. We're good.
Not up to just you. But I would feel comfortable if it was just you. Just know that.
Yeah, rest assured that in the back lines, Spawn, there is me.
Oh, GG, well played.
There it is. There it is. There it
Who
is.
surrenders an open Nexus game? Let us have the joy of killing them.
Yeah. No, dude.
Alright, I'm checking damage dealt, Juice.
Yeah,
I'm warning
yeah.
you, my friend.
You didn't-
You better have at
So
least
I just
2
went
times the
38
damage.
10.
I did more damage than you.
Did you
Juice.
really?
Yeah.
You get a GG for the casting.
My game is crashed. I can't confirm whether Juice has done more damage than me.
I'm not lying. Someone tell him.
I'll check right
I
now.
can't see.
Yeah, he did more damage than you.
Yeah, he totally did.
About 4,000.
Yeah.
And we've lost Jake. Thank you very much, everyone, for enjoying along with us the MPL. It was a rough start, but it was a clean finish. And much like the Direwolves, that's how we roll here on the MPL. Juves, thank you very much for being a part of this weekend.
Honestly, I hope you come back, Juice.
I
say
too.
that with all
For
my
real.
heart.
Well,
I hope you don't take my job. So, Matt, if you're listening, no ideas, but...
Matt, if you
it's
are
fun to
listening,
hang
they
out.
did say they hope I come back. So whoever's job you need to take, just take it, rip it from their hands. I don't get don't even think about it. Don't think about families or anything like that, and just give it to me.
Matt, if you are listening, I do actually have a tier list of people who I would fire, so we can talk about that on Tuesday. we can just slot Jews right in there.
Yeah.
So,
No
Uh-huh.
way.
Me and Nick have
so
already
thank you
spoken
very
about this.
much, everyone, for hanging out. We have had a hell of a weekend, and we've got one more night of OPL action for Split 1 coming your way next Friday, 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Whatever time zone you're in, just look up where I am and calculate what that is compared to where I am.
He's in New South Wales.
It's easy. I'm somewhere. You'll figure that out. So thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you, Juice. Thank you, Skimmy. Thank you, Spawn. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you, Nick Boy. We're out.
Peace.